What's down? What y'all on? You hear me? What's down? What we doing today? Well, y'all relax a little bit. Still kind of tight though. Shit. I'm just chilling though. It's one of them boys, yeah. Oh, come and see if I can get my jokes. I probably should just get off this shit. And a pepper plant stretching like a mother over there. Son. Who up? What's down with it? Who go jokes? Who want jokes? What's crack-a-lacking? What's popping? It's Friday. What people doing tonight in other states? You hear me? Let's talk about it, yeah, D. What's the dilly? What's the dilly, dog? Good D. Yeah, give me another phone, son. Yeah. Real though. No. People probably are pulling in like a mug right now, dog. I'm just trying to see what's happening. I ain't doing that. Who will come and rock out with me? Feel a little bit, you dig? Who will come out and rock with me? Daniel Smith. Hi, how you doing, Daniel? How are you? Where you from? Appreciate you. Hit the like button for me if you don't mind. You hear me? Alonzo. Yo, what up, brother? What's down with it, baby? I'm just Kool-Aid, you hear me? I thought I'd pop on, see what's down, man. What y'all getting into? Where y'all from? Good, how you? I'm good. I was just chilling, you hear me? Shucks, I ain't doing nothing. Where y'all from? What state y'all from and what's popping tonight? Where y'all from? You hear me? I live in the U.S. for sure. It's all good. It's popping in the U.S. Where you at? I'm in the mountains. Ain't nothing be popping. Texas be cracking. Ohio, y'all be popping too. You ain't too far from me. I'm in Tennessee. I ain't too far from you. You hear me? What's down with it though? Y'all just Kool-Aid and just chilling? For sure. That's what's up. Where you from? I'm from Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans. I stay in Tennessee though. I'm in the mountains, you hear? I'm in the mountains, Johnson right now. What's up with it? How y'all doing? Hope your night going good, you hear me? I'm just Kool-Aid, you know what I'm talking about? What's down with it, bro? Y'all gotta school me. I'll be on some, I don't know. I'll be in my own little zone. You dig? For sure. You hear me? Y'all ain't getting into y'all ain't getting into nothing tonight. You gotta excuse me, I'm a little sazzled. You hear me? I'm a little sazzled, you dig? I'm gonna be honest with you. You hear me? I'm just Kool-Aid though, man. I ain't doing nothing, shucks. I was looking at my little crypto and stocks and things like that not too long ago. I'm getting tired of looking at that graph. Starting to hurt my eyes. It's cool. Be good. Be safe. You hear me? On the real, I'm just Kool-Aid. I ain't getting this into nothing. No, I'm just chilling. I ain't doing nothing, though. Ain't nothing to get into. I'm glad there ain't nothing for me to get into but plants, trees. You hear me? And just run my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Just have a. All right, be easy. Be easy. Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. You hear me? I do the word of the day too. Just so you know, I'll be hitting. Damn, I don't know what time tomorrow said. I gotta go. I got something to do. I'm still gonna be up in the morning. Though. Matter of fact, I can do it before I go, probably, if I'm able to wake up. I do the word of the day every morning. My children, oh, I got a little grandbaby. She be on my channel sometime. She ain't here right now though. I got a little grandbaby. She on my channel. She be in a lot of my shows though. The little grandbaby, something else. Baby J. Her name Baby J, you hear me? That's my little grandbaby, Baby J. You know, on Friday they had Baby D. I got Baby J, you hear me? Straight like that. Yeah, that's my little grandbaby. So when you see her, just salute her. She good to go. That's my little grandbaby. You know what I'm talking about? She riding, flying. My little grandbaby. Man, hold up. You asked me that question. Say, bro, let me find out. Let me find out. Y'all come in here trying to stalk me on no low, huh? I'm good to go though. Ain't no beef over here. Why everybody trying to get me, dog? I do positive things over here. Straight up. I know you. Yeah, it's cool. Be good, man. Be good. What's up with everybody? What two people still left in here? What's up? Run your mouth. What's down up in here stalking? Don't make me uncomfortable, please. I will get off this, you hear me? Straight like that. I ain't lying, man. Since that shit done happened, dog, I'm like on some stupid shit. I don't trust nothing, nigga. I don't even much care. Motherfucker, look at me strange, bitch. I'm on you. Straight like that. Gotta be careful in these streets. People be trying to harm you. Really be threatening you and things. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. Oh, no, 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 no. Ain't stalking me for nothing. Anyway, man, I'm about to read my book. Read my book, dog. Laying the foundation. No, I ain't stopped there. Oh, right here. Here we go. This is the book I'm about to start reading. Whoever you are. Confused Christians. One of the more regrettable features of economic confusion is its spread into the thinking of many Christians. A number of Christians these days show little regard for capitalism. They think capitalism is supposed to be non-Christian or anti-Christian because this allegedly gives a predominant place to greed and other non-Christian values. Capitalism is alleged to increase poverty and the misery of the poor while making a few rich at the expense of many. Socialism, on the other hand, is portrayed as the economic system of people who really care for the less fortunate members of society. Socialism is represented, socialism is represented as a comics of compassion. Some writers have gone so far as to claim that socialism is an essential part of the Christian gospel. In one of his writings, Dr. Nash talks about the two faces of Christian compassion for the poor. Many Christians have to come to realize that they have an obligation to be concerned about more than the condition of their neighbor's soul. Such Christians understand their duty is to be concerned about the plight of the poor, about the social injustice, about the urban blight, and about other issues of social significance. Hey man, I'm saying all these things myself, dog. Literally. I don't know what's happening with my pens. They're not right. Oh, there you go. Yes, I do write in my books. This is how I keep notes, step by step. Sorry. Not sorry. As important as the social concern of the contemporary Christian may be, it is only one side of the story. A Christian does have a clear obligation to care and to be concerned about the poor and oppressed and to do what he can on their behalf. Simple. But the other dimension of Christian social concern adds the stipulation that if a Christian wishes to make pronouncements on complex social, economic, and political issues, he also has a duty to become informed about these issues, including economics. Okay. Unfortunately, many Christian social activists manifest an inadequate grasp of economics. The late Benjamin Rogue, a professor of economics and Lutheran layman, lim- limited, limited, lamented that the typical American who calls himself a Christian and who makes pronouncements on economic policies or institutions does so out of an almost complete ignorance of the simplest and most widely accepted tools of economic analysis. If something arises in Christian concern, he asks not whether it is water or gasoline. He is tossing on an economic fire. He asks only whether it is a well-intended act. As I understand it, the Christian is required to use his God-given reason as well. Amen. Few Christians have made an effort to study the foundational issues with the underlying problems of poverty and social injustice. Well then, well then. It is not enough to feel compassion for the poor and oppressed. Gosh. Compassion and love must be compiled with a careful grounding in relevant philosophical, economic, political, and social issues. I think I am on the rise of doing in these areas as I begin this journey that I'm on now. You know what I'm saying? Can't say I really pinpointed what it is that I am gradually moving on to. The boot. What's up, Thais? How you doing, baby? What's up, TC? How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing good, dog. I'm hanging in there, big brother. I'm hanging in there, dog. What's up, eyes, baby? What's up with y'all, man? I'm just reading. I'm just reading some economic stuff. You hear me? Just reading some economic stuff, dog. Really, you know what I'm saying? I'm feeding my mind, you dog. I'm expanding like this. The brain is steady functioning. I keep telling people, mind never stops. Like it keep on ticking. So I keep feeding it. I keep feeding it, dog. I got to. That's how I operate. You know what I'm saying? I'm a weird person, bro, and that's why I think it's just best to be, It is what it is, man. Salute to everybody. Thank y'all for stopping by. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. You heard me? Um, another compassion must. Okay, so another reason why some attention to economics is important is the clear evidence that many attempts to help the poor in America in the past 40 years have had precisely the opposite effect. When aid for the poor is grounded on bad economics, it is usually it usually will make any bad situation worse. A large number of books of social injustice that have appeared since 1960 have been authored by writers who reject and condemn political and economic conservatism as a cruel, heartless, and uncaring movement totally out of step with the informed biblical view. Many such writers insist that the Christian undisputed obligation to demonstrate love for the needy obliges him to adopt politically liberal means to aid the poor, which leads inevitably to huge increases in size and power of government. While politically liberal Christians may deserve praise for their compassion, the means they adopt to help the poor have done significantly more harm than good. The economic way of thinking. One relatively simple way to approach economics for the first time is through a tool sometimes called the economic way of thinking. Some economists have pointed out the value of viewing economics not so much as a set of doctrines or conclusions, but as a distinctive way of thinking. The principles that underlie the economic way of thinking are not difficult to grasp. They are often matters of most common sense. Okay, but anyone who is unaware of these principles will have difficulty understanding the facts. The importance of incentives. The, the economic way of thinking begins by recognizing the importance of incentives. The greater beliefs people expect to receive from an alternative, the more people are likely to choose that option. The greater the cost expected from an alternative, the fewer people are likely to select it. And we understand what makes human beings tick. We can make general predictions as to how individuals or groups of individuals will respond to changes in their economic situation in particular, how they will respond to new incentives. If a society establishes programs that provide unemployed people with cash and non-cash benefits, the approximate or even succeed what they will earn working after taxes, one can safely predict that many of these people will choose to remain unemployed. Hmm. Notice the devastating effect this choice will have on people's sense of responsibility for their own well-being. If a well if a welfare program is set up in such a way that we provide incentives for unmarried women who become pregnant to remain unmarried, we should not be surprised we should not be surprised when the rate of illegitimate births begins to increase. Once again, notice the evil consequences this has for individual human responsibility. In economics, you get what you pay for. If you give people incentives to do A rather than B, the number of people who choose A, all other things being equal, will increase. The truth is that many facets of liberal welfare programs have been giving people bad incentives and therefore produce bad consequences. Everything has a price because Because human beings live in a world marked by scarcity, nothing is free. Every economic god has a price in the sense that before anyone can obtain it, something else must be sacrificed. It is impossible to get A, some economic good, without giving up B, some other economic good. The economic principle in a view is often expressed in such sayings as, you can have your cake and eat it too. And there is no such thing as free lunch. Simple. The unavoidable fact of scarcity in life forces us to make choices in which we sacrifice some things in order to obtain others. When big government forcibly takes from some people via taxation and gives to others, it is easy for the recipients of the largest of big government to think that some goods and services, such as healthcare and prescription medicines, have no cost. The costs are still there, but the people who pay those costs are often out of sight and mind for those who not only take the results of government's redistribution of property, but begin to act as though they are entitled to an increasing amount of such benefits. Once again, consider the negative effect such a process has upon individual responsibility. Hmm, interesting. Yeah. Wow. Yep. These are PhD people, certified. I had to look at it myself on that one. I ain't much lying, but they, shoot, the truth hurts. I stop that, bro. Okay. Once again, consider the negative effects such as process has upon individual responsibility. It's their time. Yeah, it's true story. Scarcity, choice, and personal value. In a world of scarcity, choice and sacrifice are unavoidable. People's economic behavior is simply a reflection of, first, their need to make choices, and second, the relative value they place upon their options. In cases where it is impossible for someone to have both A and B, the choice A person makes will reflect the relative value he places upon A and B. People's actions then reflect their value selves. Their choices are made in order to help them secure the alternatives that fit more closely with their values. The value that different people place upon different economic goods varies from person to person. People's value scales are personal and different. True story. I will agree. I will agree. Mine differ from a lot of people. One person might prefer to spend an hour watching a baseball game on TV, while someone else might choose to watch a classic movie or a cooking show. Hmm. I'd rather read or try to find some way to improve something. Don't know exactly what it would be at that present time and moment, but yeah, that's what I'll do. Still, another person might prefer to read a book or play chess. See, there we go. That can fit me. And needless to say, I am reading more books than I am playing chess now. Normally, I'll be on my phone playing damn chess and looking at the charts and stuff. But lately, I've been doing this, reading books and looking at the charts. I think it's kind of like activating something. I don't know, but that's what it seems like. That's what it feels like. Because I feel like I'm constantly graduating. I keep surrounding myself with more and more books. As I keep looking around, everywhere I look, I got nothing but books and stuff now. Like, yeah, wow. Am I really coming like a? I did make a promise to myself that I was gonna try to read 100 books. So And it's only just to expand my brain, at least try to at least. Because when I was doing them 150 days, dog, this all I did was read. When things got out of pocket for me, I grabbed a book. I started realizing who I was and what I was becoming, what was needed, what was fueling me, how I began to understand, process information, read between the lines. And when I came out here, you know what I first encountered? I encountered 3 days on my way to Atlanta to that train station that really just messed me up about today's society. First one, I asked to use the phone, couldn't use the phone. Second one, I almost got left by the bus because they couldn't get my food right. The third thing, I got it at Atlanta, at the bus station in Atlanta. You know, getting off of way from West Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. All I know, I'm walking out into society. They just ramshafted down White House. I don't know what's about to take place. When I walk off the bus, you know what somebody told me, though? Hey, I got them X pills. I got this, I got that. I'm like, dog, what? You know what I'm saying? You know what his old lady told him? Why in the world would you tell that man that don't he look like he will bat the piss out you and knock you out? Look at him. He look like he just got out the penitentiary. I told that boy, I said, man, listen to your girl. You did? Listen to your girl. And I walked off. I'm like, society screwed up, son. From that point on, I just been on point. I've been on some just observing a lot of things here lately type of thing. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I would be highly unusual. It would be highly unusual ever to find two people. Huh. Hmm. Let me read that again. It would be highly unusual ever to find two people who rank every economic good in precisely the same way. Economic uncertainty. We seldom know enough about individuals, even possibly even people, especially close to us, to predict with total certainty what choices they will make among various economic goods. We may know that a particular friend ranks tickets to Chicago Cubs baseball games very highly in his personal scale of values. But we may not know how smitten he has become with the young lady he met yesterday and how suddenly the prospect of a picnic at the beach with his new friend has become more important than watching the Cubs play the Cardinals. Human value scales are more than intensely proposal. They are always changing because people economic choices reflect their ever-changing value scales. Predictions about human economic choices will always be characterized by uncertainty. This uncertainty plays a major role in the unpredictability of business ventures. It also explains why overzealous politicians or even economists cannot predict the future of governmental intervention with the operations of a free market. Hmm. I probably just need to go to sleep, bro. It's been a real, it's been kind of day, you know. I'm just gonna stop right here. I think it's time for me to go lay down now. Y'all be good, everybody. I see nobody. Oh, I guess I'll go back to paying attention to the graphs. I'll catch y'all in the morning to read the word. I don't think nobody want to talk to me no more. I'm gonna holler at y'all later.